Hey there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Oh No Radio Show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, $1 million if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show.
Eat a bag of dicks.
I hate turkeys. If you go to the grocery store and you stand in front of the lunch meat section for too long, you start to get pissed off at turkeys. You see like turkey ham, turkey pastrami, turkey bologna. Somebody needs to tell the turkeys, man, just be yourself. I already like you, little brother. You do not need to emulate the other animals. You got your own thing going. I used to draw you. You know, if you had a couple fingers missing, you would draw a screwed up turkey. That turkey was in an accident.
Welcome back to the Oh No Radio Show. It's Friday night. It's the day after Thanksgiving in 2021. And I'm your host. My name is Owen. And I'm the captain of this shit ship. And you know what? It's just me and Mikey B here tonight. No Ty because he's a jabroni and he has to work. But that's okay because we're going to sip on some Kool-Aid. And we're going to have a couple beers. And we're going to talk about Thanksgiving that you had, that I had. And that, I'm tired, Mike. I'm tired of all the festivities of the Thanksgiving. What about you? You tired?
I'm actually, you know what? I didn't have much to do. I just had to show up to like a 3-hour thing and then go back.
You lucky bastard. We did the hosting this year, so we had, some people around. We had everybody that came around was over 50 years old, I believe. Like we had.
Dude, that's an old party,
yeah,
bro.
we had an old party, but they're cool old people. We had Teresa's dad roll in.
Tranquilo.
So he's very tranquilo. He's very tranquilo. And he made some ceviche, very typical. I remember when I, came to the United States and enjoyed my first Thanksgiving Day meal. I remember the ceviche being a real big part of that. And, and so,
I remember from a young age when my parents would slave over a hot bowl
of ceviche
to bring us the Thanksgiving Day ceviche.
Yeah, you got your mashed potatoes, you got your mac cheese, you got your stuffing, you got your turkey, you got your cranberry sauce, and you know what else, Mike? You got your ceviche.
Yeah, right there. A
Right,
big old bowl of just lemon juice and fish.
Yeah, it's pretty much kind of what it was. It was actually kind of delicious. It's more lime,
Well, it's delicious, yeah.
more lime
Or
juice.
lime.
It was definitely. Oh, Derek in the chat, he said what friends, but then he corrected it and said what up. I thought he was saying like what friends did I have?
What friends do you have?
What friends do
I
you
was like,
have? Okay,
That's a bold first line, Derek.
a little aggressive to start out with in the chat room, but yeah, I mean, I'm surprised they have a few friends too, especially ones that are over 50 years old. So we had him, we had our neighbors.
Well, those are all of Derek's friends because they're his age.
Well, yeah, they're his age. He's a grandpa. He hangs out with nursing home facility types. You know, I bet.
Yeah.
They don't. Do they know what? They probably think ceviche is for gays, right? Like they would. They
probably think ceviche is their gardener.
Mm-hmm. That is true. That is definitely true. But yeah, no, I mean, it was a good time overall. We kind of started doing. It's like we do rock and roll Thanksgiving. The Butler's rock and roll Thanksgiving. We play loud rock and roll music, and we cook a very traditional meal apart from the ceviche and other. I mean, the ceviche and all that other stuff was more just like snack beforehand, right? Like that's pre-game nibbles. Like we had that with some what's that?
I don't think I've ever pre-gamed with ceviche.
Well, you haven't lived.
I know. I'm just over here floundering.
I'm just saying, you're not living life right. We had some kimchi up in the bitch, so a good dip in kimchi. You know, that's always typical Thanksgiving fare. But then we had some Stilton cheese, to warm us up, some good Stilton, and then we ate. And then we had the buffet of all that stuff with the pregame nibbles, with all the chips and all the crackers and salamis and whatnot. And then we we had the whole dinner. We had it all ready, and then we just do a thing where it's like, all right, we're gonna pop it all out there. We're gonna cut it all up. You guys can grab a plate and get what you like and
do what you want.
Do what you want. That's why I'd say it's the Butler's rock and roll Thanksgiving. Like instead
of do what you want, baby.
Yeah. Do you guys do it like that, or do you guys have like, it's all ready? You all sit down at the table and you gather around, Mike. What about you?
Yeah. So we get there. We showed up fashionably late.
It's not like you.
Because that's what we do.
That's not like you at all.
So I can rock star in with my best dish of the night.
Which you did send me pictures of this dish, and I will say I kind of think you might have had the best dish of the night. Describe it for everyone.
Okay, so I took the task of doing green bean casserole like I do almost every year because it's my favorite dish to eat, and therefore I want to make it, so I make it the way I want it.
I respect that.
It's selfish, and I don't really care.
No, I'm good with it. Like, because you're going to do it the best. You're not going to get some half-ass, like, I like the old school crappy green bean casserole. But if you want to do it and really step it up a notch like it sounds like you did.
Oh, and I did.
Yeah.
So I decided that I was going to just, kind of overhaul the whole thing and I went online and started looking into things and doing a little bit of research and was like, okay. And so I found a couple pieces, and then I found a recipe that had all like the things that I wanted to do.
You made a roux.
I did. I made a whole ass roux, bro.
How you do it? Tell me how you do it, homie. Like, walk me through the steps.
Dude, it's just butter and flour.
Butter.
Butter and flour.
Yeah.
And then I threw a little bit of garlic in there. And then you just kind of whisk that bee out until it starts to darken.
It's a lot of stirring. I get tired of stirring, I was making mashed potatoes. My arm got tired. I got tired of mashing. You ever get tired of mashing?
See, here's the thing. Whereas, like, some people have kids and, like, they love kids.
Yeah.
I don't like kids. I like the meals as I'm preparing them. I give them love like people would love a child.
Like you'd love your children.
So, like,
right.
whisking this dish is all just part of raising this dish right, so that it turns out to be a respectable, good dish. And so I'm out here stirring. I'm making roux. I pour in like the milk and the cream. I get that all whisked in there, and it's looking all pretty. I'm throwing in like Parmesan cheese. Like in another pot, we like blanch some green beans. Like we're out here. I'm like sauteing mushrooms, like almost almost like 2 pounds of mushrooms.
It looked like a lot of mushrooms. It was probably not cheap because I know mushrooms, they're not cheap.
No, it was like a good like $35, $40.
$35 to $40 green bean casserole is what we're asking, what we're talking about.
So yeah, like it had the mushroomy taste that like you're used to from the cream of mushroom soup, because like I really kind of like I cooked the mushrooms down, but I didn't salt them until like I was ready to put them in with everything, so they didn't sweat out all that moisture, all that mushroom liquid basically went out into the dish went off into the dish with the rest of the sauce. So it was
mushroom liquid is a great band name, by the way. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah,
mushroom liquid.
Mushroom liquid. You know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
I've been known to, spew out that mushroom liquid.
I've done it once or twice. I might have done it earlier today.
I've only done it once or twice today.
I got laid today in the morning, day after Thanksgiving. Hadn't even brushed my teeth, nothing. It was one of them early rollover, kind of little hungover from the night before. I call it my post-game Thanksgiving party.
That's pretty fucking solid, though. I mean, you really nailed it. I like that.
Thank you.
Good one, Captain. Where'd you get that?
Yeah, right. I thought so too. No, but I think you really nailed it as well. If I'm being positive, because your pictures of this green bean casserole were phenomenal. You're gonna have to make it for me sometime. Now, let me ask you this: everybody, you made it at home, right? And you took it over. And now you said that everybody sits down at the table. They all gather around. The turkey's coming out. Who cooked the turkey? Mom cooked the turkey? Or?
My mom and my sister.
Okay.
They cooked it at my sister's house.
Okay.
So basically, at some point when all the food is done and ready, it's all since we do it at my sister's house. It's all in the little formal dining room on the table.
Right.
And there's plates and silverware around. So you just kind of do a circle around the table.
So you do a similar thing to me then. You just kind of. Yeah.
So it's out there and everyone eats that first plate at the same time.
And then it's free game, right? After
and then it's pick as you want.
So were you expecting this green bean casserole to be the hit of the party? The hit of the day.
Yeah, pretty much. My brother took mac and cheese and then was like, oh, yeah, I put 4 cheeses in it. I'm like, good way to go, Aristotle. You fucking discovered macaroni and cheese.
Wow.
That's 4 cheeses. And they weren't even exotic. They're 4 regular fucking cheeses.
Tell me he just went and bought a few bags of the 4 cheese blend.
Probably.
That's what.
No, he's like, one of them's he's like, I put most of a block of Velveeta in there. I'm like, that's fucking garbage cheese anyway.
That's not even cheese. I don't even think it. I think that's like a cheese whiz. They have to call it. They can't call it cheese
product.
A cheese product, exactly.
Yeah,
Velveeta is a cheese.
Get out of here. Yeah, I've made better mac and cheese.
In my sleep, drunk. You actually. You actually literally have made blacked out drunk probably better macaroni and cheese, right?
No, I mean it was okay, but I'm it wasn't mind blowing.
You didn't hear my question because you were talking to Janine. I said, you've been blacked out drunk. You've literally made better mac and cheese.
I've made mac and cheese better mac and cheese in more inebriated states than this normal mac and cheese.
So
it was. There was some staples like hot lettuce salad, some sweet corn, some yams. The turkey and the hams were very standard.
Team no yam. I'm a anti yam and I'm an anti sweet potato anything. I'm team no yam. Fuck a yam.
Bro, if you don't do them right, I might as well join. I put a caveat on my joining of Team No Yam.
No Yam.
To I have to taste them because some people make some bland ass yams. I'm so sad.
I don't need no bland ass yams. That's what I'm screaming. Like I feel like the world's been giving me bland ass yams, and I don't need them. I don't need them.
Get some brown sugar in there. Put some marshmallow on top of those sons of bees. Like. Really do it. Like, great. Like, put some pineapple in there. Like, there's a lot of ways to make this thing better.
Yeah.
But some people are literally like, yam from the can, yam in a bowl, mash, mash, mash. Here's some cinnamon. There we go. And I'm like, this
is terrible.
Trash.
This is trash food.
Get this away from me.
So, okay. So, were you shocked then that the response to your green bean casserole wasn't as you expected?
Nobody was. Like.
They weren't hot. They weren't going in like you thought they might go in, right? Like they were a little. Okay. They were a little hesitant of your green bean casserole.
They were. So I brought 2 trays of this stuff.
Big, you made a lot. You had a lot of trays of that green bean cas.
Yeah, thinking like, okay, this'll. I just
the GBC as we call it.
Yeah, this will be good enough for everyone. Yeah. And if anything, like I'll have a little bit to take home because it's like my favorite side dish other than mashed potatoes. So I'm like, if I have a little extra, like. Not too big of a deal.
You can take it home and you're gonna enjoy it later.
Yeah, but you know what? And I hate to like sound pretentious, but I think this green bean casserole was a little too highbrow for the clientele,
for the tastes of the Titusville, brethren. Like they didn't get. They wanted the canned bullshit, right? They wanted the stuff with cream of mushroom soup, green bean, frozen green bean.
No, they want the canned.
You're probably right.
Destroyed canned green beans, mushroom soup
with the crispies on top. With the crispies on top. Did you do?
No, I did do that. You
did? Okay, because I gotta say, you do kind of with a good GBC. You gotta throw some crispies in there.
Well, I mean, and they do it, even like a lot of recipes say, like, you can make your own, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. And French's has really kind of cemented themselves as like the platinum for.
That's the only thing they're really kind of good for.
Fried onions.
What do you do? Yeah. Apart from those French's fucking onion thingies, what do you do with, I mean, a French onion soup, you could probably use them, right? Something like that.
Probably throw them on there.
But they're not widely used, is my point. They're not a widely used product. And so they must pretty much make that product specifically for the one dish that is made once a year.
Bro, I'm saying, why aren't we making more green bean? Like, is it in anyone's regular rotation? Because if not, it honestly should be. Because it's a damn good side.
Yeah, and even if you're not going full out like you did, and you're just doing like
make it like a little baby one for like 2 people,
or just if you're doing poor man's green bean casserole, why are we not using that more at like, hey, I'm going to a barbecue, some green bean casserole? Like,
why don't we do that? Like, let's make it a year-round food.
Year-round
crusade.
Food. Year-round food.
GBC.
GBC. I'm in the GBC.
Year-round food.
Yeah. We're in the GBCC, which is the Green Bean Casserole Club. Like, I mean,
let's call ourselves a clique. The Green Bean Casserole clique.
Let's put a K on there. Yeah, that's. I'm always down for putting another K on something.
GBCK. I mean? Yeah, the quadruple K.
Yeah. Wait, what? Hang on.
Well, I just put another K on the one that's already a bunch.
And you got to spell click like KLIQ, right? Because you got to do it like that. Because that's now
Ku Klux Klan click.
Now we're getting into that. I didn't say nothing about the Klan. You
Listen,
intimated.
You can say the name. By the way, I do not care for the KKK. They're bad people.
I endorse
bunch of racists.
Not liking the KKK.
And I denounced the KKK and all of white supremacy. So take that, Twitch.
Yep. Get out of here.
Remember that.
Yeah.
I said that.
And if you're in the KKK, get out of my chat room. You're not welcome here. But there's patreon.com/Onrs. Like, just saying.
Just don't tell us you're in the
Just don't tell
clan
me, because
when
I have to
you
kick you out if
make
you
the
are.
donation.
Yeah. But, here's the thing, though, too. I would take a large donation from a racist person, but they just can't tell me they're racist. But I would like to take racist people's money.
Wait, what if they didn't say they were racist?
Right.
But they got this money through racist methods.
I mean, I feel like...
Like, if the guy said, "Oh, I scammed people for this money," you'd be like,
"Oh, I'm
okay,
cool with that. Yeah,
okay.
I'm cool with that."
But what if then he added on? He goes, "Oh, wait, I forgot to mention, I only scammed black people. I chose black people because I don't like them, and that's why I scammed them.
Okay, well,
and so this is racist money."
That I have a slight problem with. I do. Slight problem.
Slight.
But I will say what I'm trying to do is take the money away from racists, right? So I will take racist money so they don't have it. I have
to do racist things with.
But I'm not going to do racist things with it. I'm just going to do...
You're going to actually de-racist...
Yeah.
You're probably going to...
I'm doing a service by taking money from the racists. By taking their money away from them.
Yeah.
And using it for non-racist things, like the show.
Yeah,
that's what I think is what we should.
And the show, by the way, denounces racism. No radio show.
Oh no, anti-racism show today. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Can I tell you?
Listen, Derek, I'm not going to address Derek because he said, "So we want a Chick-fil-A sponsorship."
Hell yeah, give me that.
Yes, 100%. If they're out looking for podcasts, sign us up.
They have some hot chicks at Chick-fil-A. You ever notice that? They employ well. For a fast food establishment, Chick-fil-A has the best looking sweeties, the best looking they do. Because
I think it's kind of like if you're gonna work at a fast food joint in high school or early college,
it's upper echelon. I think if you work at
it's probably one of the nicer ones, and because for the most part,
get Sundays
where they're
off.
at, you automatically get Sundays off. Yeah. They're really well staffed. They don't put them in areas where they're not gonna make money. Yeah. Like the couple ones around us.
I've been in a Chick-fil-A in the middle of, in a very busy part of town, in the middle of the lunch rush. And I swear there was probably, I'm not even kidding, there was probably 30 people working in the store. 20 to 30
they know
people.
That.
Yeah.
They know that.
They've got 3 managers in there. I've seen them.
Maybe
not right. Well, maybe not right now because everybody's short staffed, but
apparently the one, so there's one on Alafaya and Redbug.
Yeah, I know
that is apparently one of the busiest in Florida.
I believe it.
And
I'd believe
it took the spot of the one that was on University.
Oh shit.
Itself. And that's still one of the crazy busiest ones in Florida.
Yeah, I haven't had Chick-fil-A honestly in years either, Derek.
I don't like their food, so I don't eat that. I don't really want to eat there.
But I take their money, and I have been to Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I would absolutely take their money, and I would say, "Hey, we're not racist like Chick-fil-A, but
Now, if we could get a Popeyes or a KFC, to sponsor us. I would 100% rep the Colonel 1,000 times. I love KFC.
Just to stay super relevant with common, news that's really big deal. I've been trying out the chicken sandwiches from various companies, because it's very topical.
You always,
I'm right on top of it, it's
the beating pulse of chicken sandwich news.
Yeah. But I gotta say, after having a few of the Popeyes, and now I had the KFC. Popeyes still wins. Popeyes still got it. Yeah.
Even though this is their third wave of the sandwich, I've heard it's there's been little alterations several times.
I'll say I don't think I had the first wave, which they say was the best wave, but I've had second and third, and honestly second and third have been quite phenomenal, and I've seen slight variation, but they've been really fucking solid, if I'm not being honest. Now KFC's wasn't terrible. It was pretty good, but it just, I don't know. I think that just the quality of the chicken was better at Popeyes for the sandwich.
Yeah.
Like it was done better. And I tell you, I think the quality of the women at Popeyes is better than the quality of the ladies at the KFC.
Agree. We have a Popeyes near us that we do go occasionally when I can beg for it. But yeah, the person in the window.
Yeah.
Person in the window was.
That's what I'm saying. Like, not too bad.
And I only remember, and now here's the thing: I only remember the KFC from Titusville, so I definitely think you take a hit because it's in Titusville.
I'm trying to rank them in my head. Chick-fil-A has the top of the line cuties.
But I think they're too young.
They are most of the time.
Most cases.
Yeah, most cases. But they got the cuties, right? And then from there, I'm trying to think of like what is the next best looking fast food. Like, and it could be male or female, just like whatever. But who has the next best level? And this is gonna sound strange, and a lot of people might think I'm crazy for saying this, but I think the next on like the stereotypical fast food ladder here on cuties and attractive people, the next one is McDonald's.
Yeah, I think
they have a higher quality.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I think bottom tier, even though I love the restaurant, Arby's.
I don't go to enough Arby's to really make a solid judgment on that. I will trust you, but I can also say that I think Taco Bell's pretty low. Taco Bell, pretty low.
Yeah,
pretty low.
I think it's the amount of grease in the food.
Checkers in the middle. Sometimes,
dude, I think Checkers can go. Yeah, I think Checkers can be top of the top, or
it's a wild
it's just
card.
Too inconsistent. Yeah,
it's a wild card.
Plus, I feel like Checkers, as much as I love them, I think they're not doing so hot.
Which
at
is
least
sad.
Not here.
Man, I got one close to me, and I do a Checkers every couple of weeks. It's the fries. They just keep, and now they got a fry.
Dude, they have
guarantee.
the battered fries.
Oh, they're so good. They're delicious. PDQ, that's a good shout, Derek. PDQ is better than Chick-fil-A, and PDQ also has a wonderful chicken sandwich. That's an underrated chicken sandwich. That one,
I don't think a lot of people are keen to PDQ. That's why.
Yeah.
I think unless you live nearby, it's not.
See, I like Popeye's chicken sandwich and PDQ's both equally, but I like them on in various moods. Like sometimes I want one over the other just because of, I guess, the seasoning. Sometimes I want to get a little Cajun. I want to feel a little spicy. I want to do some Mardi Gras. I want to have some Mardi Gras chicken. Dude,
plus I will say Popeyes has the beans and rice that is just killer.
I don't ever do the beans and rice. I never do.
Well, and they have Cajun gravy.
See, I'll do the Cajun mashed potatoes. Yeah, the Cajun gravy with the mashed potatoes. That's what I go for. I'm more of that than the beans and rice. But
Oh man, their beans and rice is. It's phenomenal. It's really good, and I like beans and rice.
I'll have to. That fucking Norm's in here. Oh, I missed Norm. Me and you need to hang out for a while. He tried tropical smoothie for the first time ever today for wraps, and he's not impressed. You know what? I have had a wrap from tropical smoothie, and I will agree with you. I was unimpressed as well.
Bro, I didn't know that place sold food.
They do, yeah.
Why are they selling food?
I think they do it through lunch or something. I don't know. They have quick little bites and wraps and things that you can get. But nah, it's not in their wheelhouse.
Tropical smoothie.
Yeah, bad move. Also, though, what makes up for it? Now they have some attractive looking people working at the tropical smoothie.
Some smoothie cuties?
They might be above Chick-fil-A. But they're not a fast food place.
They're like quick service. They're like one skip up.
Yeah, one skip up. Yeah, you're right. One skip up, quick service like that. So that would include things like Steak and Shake.
I think Steak and Shake is a step up even from that. I think they're They're technically dine-in.
Well, this is a phenomenon then, because I think Steak and Shake employees are way low on the list.
Oh, very. Dude,
very low.
You get some like straight
uggos. You get some uggos.
I might even say some fuggos.
I think if you walk into a Steak and Shake, you automatically get like 5% more ugly just by walking in there.
It casts a bad light. Their aura.
And if you get hired by Steak and Shake, I think that's a 20% drop. A 20% drop in attractiveness by
even if you're a super handsome dude or a very beautiful woman, I think if you get a job, if you're like a hot college kid and you're like, I'm gonna work at Steak and Shake because like it's busy. The tips are good.
Yeah.
And they're not. That is a bold
Steak and Shake tips
suck.
have got to be pretty low.
Bad, because it's all kids.
Yep.
But what we will do is so you walk in there. I think the moment you put that little paper hat on,
there's a 20 to 5% drop in attractiveness. That happens like as soon as you know those like
thing, Owen.
You've played video games before. You know when you play those games where you like have items you collect, and like sometimes a sword will give you extra strength or power or something like that. This is one of those like things that gives you minus 10 charisma, minus 20% attractiveness, like just by putting that hat on. It sucks the energy out of you. It's like a cursed weapon or something,
I think that it's like the gypsy from Thinner.
Yes.
As soon as you get a job, part of your orientation, she comes in there and like hexes you. If you work there too long, it increases. Like the ugliness just takes over.
That movie gave me nightmares as a kid. Can I say that chick that is the Thinner, the
Thinner gypsy? Oh,
bad. I did not like that. It was too much. Like it was too much for TV. I'm like, get this off of here. Like, give me, I can do with the more of like the Gulf War, please. Can we do that? Like, can we do that?
I'm 9 years old. Can we talk about the Gulf War?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. Speaking of uggos, though, Big Red. I got another Big Red story.
Oh, buddy,
Yeah.
You know what? I think I've only interacted with Big Red like once or twice.
Yeah.
But I was very displeased with
your interaction with her.
With my interaction.
Explain
and Derek, you are 100% right. I worked for Cracker Barrel, and I'm a straight fugly dude.
No, you're not an ugly dude.
No, but they did hire some
ugly. Cracker Barrel has some ugly people.
Because they also got a lot of old people.
Another weird standout: Denny's can actually have some attractive people. I've seen some attractive people working at the Denny's.
Dude, you always get like
hot
weird
milfy diner, like milfy got like taking care of the kids, but she's still got the little bit of the sass and like she got the hair up. She's working at the Denny's. And then there's some like fucking like always some like beefed up like super like bull black dude back there cooking your eggs or whatnot. And that dude, he's railing old Sally, who's
or every single person in there, regardless of
exactly. So I think
creed or color.
Denny's is high on the chain of fuckability. Like it's my fast food fuckability scale. Fast food fuckability scale.
I think the good thing is like when you work at these places with like Chick-fil-A, I bet the fast food fuckability scale for employees is low because guys can be a little goofy at that age, but girls can just be like girls are still desirable no matter what. So I feel like you're probably not getting as much action as a guy when you're working at Chick-fil-A because the girls are attractive.
Well, and you have to be a virgin like to the Lord and stuff. Yeah. So they're not fucking.
Very hard to hold hands with a lady.
I did hear once that all the Chick-fil-A girls they will do anal. They will do all the anal.
Well,
they like anal.
The God's loophole.
That's the God's loophole. Yeah. Chick-fil-A, I always look at that A and I'm like, I know what it is.
Chick-fil anal.
That's it. That's what it is.
But I feel like so at a Denny's, like even if you're kind of like a like a normal dude, the waitresses are all normal too.
Yeah.
Or like, the females that work there are all like at your level. So you're not batting upwards, or you're not like,
it's a cross promotion.
You're on a level playing
all
field.
on the level playing field. Much like I think Perkins, like the chat said about Tiger Woods. That's where I used to always get his ladies. I feel like Denny's and Perkins on that same level, and I feel like people that work at Denny's and Perkins, they fuck.
Oh, they do.
They fuck.
That's a good thing about those places, because they're kind of like grody anyways. Like,
it's like,
you're probably fucking.
Let's fuck. Let's make this a little bit better, right? Like, what would make this shitty job that's grimy, and we're kind of grimy? You know what would make that better? A little fucking. Let's do some fucking.
Little cooler fucking.
Yeah, I like it. I'm fully in support of that.
We both work the overnight shift. It's in that weird lull after 3 a.m. when everybody's already gone.
Yep.
Everybody's out in the parking lot and nobody's in the restaurant.
It's like
all the tables are clear.
Yeah,
let's take a 15-minute.
Let's go by the let's go behind the dumpster and let's do some
fuck it out one time.
Yeah. I like it. I think that there needs to be more of that. Providing you're not in a committed relationship or anything like of that sort.
Yeah.
But
But if you're two single people working at the Denny's,
do your fucking behind a dumpster. Outside the Denny's at 3:00 in the morning.
Now the weird thing is, most Denny's somehow are like at least our Denny's was attached to a hotel.
Oh, see, no, my Denny's I
you got an independent Denny's?
I got it. Like most of the Denny's I've actually ever been to were independent Denny's. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
A lot of the Denny's, even the IHOP in town was hooked up to a hotel.
Can I blow your mind?
They assume that these IHOPs, you need to be sleeping at the IHOP.
There was a Denny's that I was close to once upon a time when I lived, and I wasn't old enough to like really enjoy this because I was still like middle school, right? So I wasn't driving it or anything, and we moved after this. But we lived next to a Denny's that had transformed itself into a 50s diner, and it was it was like a it was still Denny's. It was on 192. It might even still be there. And it was
was like a special Denny's?
Yeah, they like chromed it out. They made it like a 50s like hop, skip, jump diner. Like, so they would do the thing where they'd get on the counter once an hour and they do like the goddamn dance and everything. And like,
what?
They do like the hand jive and they'd fucking Denny's.
This must have been a franchise Denny's,
dude. It might have been, but it was. I remember going like, this is either the coolest thing I've ever seen or the saddest thing I've ever seen, because it was the same Denny's waitresses and cooks that you'd see at every other Denny's, but they were forced to dance every hour to some Elvis song or whatnot.
Bro, can you imagine like if you worked at a Denny's like across town and then you moved and now this is the close one?
Yeah.
And they transfer you over, and then 2 months later it gets bought. Like they're like, all right, we're gonna convert this to the 50s Denny's.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, Sarah, here's your poodle skirt that you're gonna have to wear to every shift.
They literally did. They were all they were all wearing that shit. Yep.
We're also gonna have to do dance training. Even you, Rod. Yeah. Cook, you're gonna have to come out here and dance too. So we're gonna have you in on these.
Meanwhile, like then there's probably some like Disney princesses that need extra cash just going in there and getting those jobs as well.
Like whatever, I just gotta make the money and then I'm out of here.
And she's like,
Tips
I don't know how to
probably
cook
pretty
eggs.
Good.
I don't know how to cook eggs, but I can dance.
But I can dance. We're not paying you to dance. You gotta wait tables too.
Fair enough. So let's just talk real quick before we move on to our next segment. Let's talk a little bit about old Big Red, and explain to people who don't know who Big Red is.
Okay, so Big Red is, I guess, a perpetual employee of the 7-Eleven that's within walking distance of your house.
That is correct.
I've heard she has been there and then been fired, and been there and then been fired. The more odd thing about the employment of Big Red is that she actually doesn't do a single lick of work.
It's amazing.
She brings her
Two boyfriends. Two boyfriends. She's got two. She's got two boyfriends. I don't know if they know about each other, but both of them work for her off the clock.
She doesn't work.
She doesn't. She's the one that gets paid. But then she has two boyfriends that actually do her job, while she typically falls asleep while smoking a cigarette in one of them's car. You know.
Yeah.
That's what Big Red does.
Do the boyfriends operate the register?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. All about. Yep. They're right there. They're ringing things up. They're, cash in hand and all that, man.
So the weirder thing about this is, in my mind, Big Red, this whole place is under surveillance the whole time.
Oh yeah.
There are cameras literally everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot imagine unless she's like the owner's daughter.
She's not. She is absolutely not the owner's daughter. The owner just does not give a fuck because he's like, you know what? She gets the work done, and if these two, nerds want to help her do her job, then
bro,
whatever.
I gotta ask, what is Big Red throwing down that these dudes are like willing to go to do her work in the middle of the night too?
This is actually kind of ties into the story, Mike, because there's the two guys, the two boyfriends. I do actually think they know about each other and that they are maybe even friends, and they are both cool with both of them fucking her, that's just kind of what the impression that I get is, but who knows?
Just the impression that I get.
So one of them, who I've talked about on the show before, he was a wrestling fan, and I had to tell him one day, just like, man, you smell terrible. Like, you need to shower.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Remember that? I've told that story on the show. So there's that one, and he has been showering more lately, and he doesn't smell anymore. So I feel like I feel like I helped. I helped the world, and that's you can only change the world one bit at a time. And if it's telling a smelly person to take a shower every once in a while, I feel like you've done your job.
You did your job.
I did my job that day. The other person, though, is, I don't really even think I can call it a person, because
is this the big dude?
Let's take Big Tim. Let's cut Big Tim in half, and let's add that extra half to the original Big Tim. He's a Big Tim and a half. Like, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, this dude cannot really even walk. Like, he looks like, when Cartman got all like fatter in that one when they're playing video games in South Park, and he gets like extra fat. That's what he looks like. There is no neck. There is just gross, like, that spills out over everything.
Yeah.
He can barely stand on his own, because I've seen him have to use like an office chair to push him around the store to like get from place to place, like, because he can't like using it like a walker almost. And he sits behind the counter, and he sits usually on 2 milk crates that he stacks up. And I go down there after Thanksgiving.
This is sad.
Yeah, so after Thanksgiving's done, I invite a friend round, and we're hanging out, and I'm like, damn it, I'm almost out of smokes. You want to walk to the store? I said, cool, yeah, let's walk to the store, grab some smokes. Walk down there, and yeah, I noticed that, fuck, it's that guy, because, and I'm not even kidding, like, when I'm walking up, like, I could see him because he's so fucking big, like, in an empty store in the 7-Eleven. And I dread dealing with him, not because he's not like a nice guy or anything, but it's literally because he takes about 2 minutes to maneuver himself from sitting behind the counter to literally 2.5 feet behind him to get my smokes and put them on the counter and to ring them up, because he's so slow, because he has to take a break in between turning around.
Good God, man.
Yeah, he has to take a little break. It's a lot. So, he's in there. I see him. I'm like, this isn't going to be great. But I also know if he's in there, Big Red's in there as well, right? Where's she lurking? Where's Big Red? Where's this chirping lurker hanging out? So I walk in. I walk in, and he's sort of like turned, and he's in a weird angle, but I don't think much of it because he's a big fatso and he might have to.
He doesn't have anything but weird angles.
Exactly. So, but he's in this weird angle, and I'm like, oh, this is odd, but like, yeah. And I spook him, like he's looking down. And out of nowhere, guess who appears? Adjusting her mouth and waistband from underneath the counter. Oh, Big Red.
She's giving blowjobs on.
I'm pretty sure she was giving a blowjob on the clock to the fat dude that can't walk. As I walk into the 7-Eleven.
How micro is his dong compared to
his size of his body? Yeah, it can't be. I mean, it can't be proportional.
Dude,
I'm not sure that human beings work like that.
Unless he is hung like just a horse.
Like he would have to probably be lifting a lot up. You know what I'm saying? To be
just
able
to get at the old
to get in there. Yeah,
the old peeper.
And they were both. And here's how I knew I kind of busted them. I mean, it was like 1:30 in the morning, so super late. No one around. No one in the parking lot. No one in the store. Only 2 people, me and my buddy, walking in there. And yeah, I knew it was something was off because I made the quick joke. I'm like, "What are you doing, fucking over there?" And they did that awkward like. You know, like whereas if it was they weren't fucking and you know it would be a quick logical response as to like, no, I'm cleaning the floors or I'm doing such and such or I was just grabbing this like, but it was this weird like there was some jitters.
You were fooling around,
which. Kudos to the both of them if that's what they want to do. I've got nothing against that part of it. But I don't need, first off, fat man's juices all over my, cellophane, my smokes. And I also don't need to go to the Sevi to get that mental image in my mind of these two. They wouldn't be able to even apply for a Chick-fil-A job. You know what I'm saying? Like they would not meet the criteria of attractiveness. Like I don't need the mental image of this to rub in the hat. I've never. And speaking of this, 7-Eleven employees pretty low on the fast food fuckable scale. Like I will say, I'm just saying.
When I worked at 7-Eleven when I was like 18 to 19 or maybe 19 to 20. I did work with one girl, but she was like weird hot.
Yeah.
It was
I like weird hot. I like weird hot.
You know what I mean. It was
yeah. She have a little bit of a fucked up nose. Cause I like a little bit of a fucked up nose. It's one of my quirks. I'm like, oh, she got that, that little weird.
No, she was like a shorter girl, like 5'2", 5'3".
Mm-hmm.
Not much for the top, but booty for days.
Yeah, well, dude, that's sometimes that's all you need.
But she was funny. That's what it was.
Oh well, that makes a chick hotter. Like we were talking about this, me and Teresa, the other day. There are certain things that'll take you up from like, being a cute chick to being like a hot chick. Say you're like a 6, but you have a certain character trait that maybe will take you up to a 10, or a 9 at least.
Yeah. It can jump you.
Being funny is one of them, and the second one, and this is why it came up. It's this sultry voice. I love like a deep, like on a hot chick, like that kind of like deep, sultry, almost like smoky, kind of harsh voice. And do you know what I'm saying? Like that's.
I know what you're saying.
That to me is a thing. Like I got a bit of a fetish for it. If I'm being quite real with you, like ScarJo has it a little bit. Like she's got that kind of. A deeper, little lower, like register voice. Like to me, I don't know. It just that does it. That's something that gets me.
Owen just loves going to Bike Week. Those are his kind of.
Yeah, I want me some boner garage. That's what happened.
Apparently that woman died.
Rest in peace, Boner Garage. We
All right.
We will
Rest
not
in
really
power,
miss you,
Boner
but
Garage.
good for you. I'm probably.
You know what? You made a name for yourself over a goof tattoo that you got one time, and you will forever. And you know what? Your name will forever be Boner Garage.
She is the Ono radio show of people. Like she is, have one event, one silly thing, and that's it. You get your name, you get your,
We're good.
Class out the ass, as I like to say.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're just winning. All we do is win, win.
No matter what. We're better than you, and you know it. Anyway, you know what I think it is time for?
I think it is time to bring forth the clips.
You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
Yeah, Clips is that time of the show where we take a look at all the random stuff that we find on the internet. Usually, it's our good clip commander Tom that's been providing these clips, and he pulls them, and we take a look at them. But today, unfortunately, he was unable to supply me with said clips, so I'm going renegade. I'm going with my own, and I had to kind of pull these out of my ass at the last minute. So we're going to see how good I did at pulling together clips last minute. And we'll see if it's better than Tom's. Are you excited, Mikey? To see if I might even, let's see, I might even beat the old Tom there. We'll see.
I trust you. You are the captain, and so I'll follow you straight to hell.
Well, I used to do clips before Tom did the clips. I was the one that
and you know what? Ghost
clips.
producer Tom has given us some real gems.
He has.
He's also given us some poo-poo stinkers.
Yep.
So you know what? I have high hopes that you do well.
I'm gonna call this Clips Premium because it's from me.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Tom, I do not share these feelings. This is all Owen.
Yeah, this is Clips Premium, and we're gonna start with this one here. Tiffany, the singer, was having a real bad day and got real drunk, and she was trying to sing her song, and I think you think we're alone now. And then she got really mad at the fans at an event. So I thought we'd play this, Tiffany, not looking so hot. I mean,
she's real dumpy. I thought this was a Daytona mom the first time I saw this clip.
She's not on Perkins level,
She could barely work at an IHOP.
Yeah, she's an IHOPper. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Drunk. Look how drunk she is. Oh, she's trying to hear. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
She's saying fuck you to all the fans.
This is my hit. I'm gonna sing it right.
Oh, God. Yeah. I like how she is
trying to get away.
She has forgotten. I like how she's forgotten the words to a song that she's been singing for literally the last 30 odd years. Like you've forgotten your own lyrics to song, the only song that people want to hear from you.
It's not even her. She covered it.
Oh, I know that, but she's been singing it for.
Yeah. But dude, apparently from what I've heard, she also has like a real alcohol problem.
Oh, well, that's not fun then. I don't want to make fun of that, but I will.
Listen, I've sang plenty of drunk karaoke, and I don't think that's a pass.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so hopefully she gets help if that's indeed what is needed. But yeah, geez, if I was paying for that, I would not be particularly thrilled.
Yeah, I'd be very, very upset.
Okay, here's one that I thought was going to be interesting. It's called Giraffes Fight to the Death. You ever seen Giraffes Fight to the Death, Mikey?
I have not, but I want to see a giraffe die now.
Oh, this is gonna be intense, guys.
I hope there's some hoofing, and I hope a giraffe gets noodled in the eye with one of those little nubbins.
Look at this. These giraffes
This looks like a giraffe standoff.
It's what's going on, bro.
But they've got company.
It also looks like they agreed to meet there.
A young male.
Oh, yeah, it's the standoff, homie.
The music doesn't help.
Well, I think it's appropriate. Thank you very much. Look at this giraffe.
It's like a gun. They're about to enter a gunfight.
All right, chat room. Let's see. All right, who do you think's gonna win? Do you think it's gonna be this new dude that's walking all into their fucking with their shit, or do you think it's gonna be the old guard, the old
Dude,
school?
that's a happily married giraffe couple, and this guy's coming to home wreck.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, what do you think? You think the new guy's gonna win, Mike? Or
I think it's old guy. I think the
old
steadfast old giraffe is gonna win.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna bet my money on the new young hotshot. I'm gonna bet my money on him. I think he's gonna...
I think he's gonna gas out.
You think so?
I think he's gonna get taken down. Look at this rough and tumble giraffe right here.
The old bull won't tolerate a rival.
Oh shit.
He won't.
He's not fucking around with that.
Pushing and shoving, they size each other up.
Look at him. I like how this is how they start their fight. So you know what? I'm just gonna lean into you really hard, like to the side.
I'm gonna show you what's up. I'm gonna show you what's up, bro.
What's up?
Bro, he doesn't even have fully. Like, dude, this young giraffe spots aren't even fully in. Like, what's he think he's doing?
You're right. That I will say that the more distinguished gentleman on the left is probably the favorite in this. I'm just gonna, for betting odds, gonna go with the underdog here. But you're likely right. I haven't seen it.
He's got some good spots. Look at those spots though. They're tough.
I think that the guy on the right is a handsome giraffe. He's gonna be one of these days. He's gonna be a good-looking giraffe.
His horns are pretty like upright
he
still.
has a chance and attacks.
Oh shit! Young kid took the first swipe. I love how they fight. Look at this. Okay, so that's how they fight. They literally whip their neck. I'll whip my hair back and forth. Like they fucking. Dude. They are. How do you even describe that, Mike? The way they were whacking.
Dude, it's like they're just using the middle sections of their neck to whack the other giraffe's neck. It looks like necking, but violent necking.
It looks intense. Like
it doesn't look fun.
No. Look at this shit. Oh fuck. It's like
the first few blows usually settle things in such battles, but here the stakes
fuck 'em
are
up.
high.
Oh shit. Get him. Oh fuck.
Now it looked like right there they were just like throwing haymakers, like
they're wild. They're wild.
Just trying to knock another giraffe out.
Oh wait. All right. Did they become
Neither
friends?
will back down.
No. They're just they're doing that intense. Like, all right. Ooh, we both got a few
weird
blows
that they're,
in.
like, past each other.
Yeah, they're like, I still see you, but like I'm taking a break. I'm thinking this over. Like they're in that, like they're a little gassed out. They're like, oh,
dude,
you know.
Okay, look, because they have you got a good side by side body shot of the giraffes.
Yeah,
dude, old giraffe has definitely got like the build on him.
He does.
I think he looks he's like a tougher looking. He's like a badass looking giraffe.
This is like Tyson versus me. You know, no, I mean,
you're a young giraffe.
Yeah, I'm the young giraffe.
As the fight intensifies, they change tactics.
Okay.
The young male aims for the rump.
Oh! Now we're going with ass play.
Targets his rival's legs.
Shit. They're sweeping the leg, bro. Fucking going low. Now they're head banging low down.
Ooh. He like horned him.
Yeah, he's horning his legs good.
I think we actually might have had it like mismatched by what we thought. I think the slightly bigger giraffe is the young giraffe.
Is it?
I think that's what the guy just said.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Ooh, he just got his like head whipped back, and then his butt whipped.
Yeah.
This one giraffe is definitely like pounding this other giraffe.
Dude, look how he's woozy. Oh, he's going down. Knockout, bro.
Ooh.
That's a knockout.
Did he kill that giraffe right there?
I don't know. He fucked him up. He fucked him up good.
Oh, bro, and young giraffe just looks callous. Like,
yeah, you're right. Fucking, I think I won this one, man. I think young giraffe won.
I think you were right, man.
I think he beat the shit out of the old man, like you just said. The one just now, the young one, he's looking all callous. Like, I don't give a fuck. I beat up old people for a living. Fuck you.
He knows.
He put this old giraffe out to pasture.
He's like, yep. I guess you get to fuck my bitch now. Young
Oh no, I think
giraffe.
he's gonna give him the kill shot.
Oh, look at that. Oh shit.
But the old bull ducks.
Oh man, veteran skills right there. He went for the kill shot. The old dude was just like, you know what? Boo.
Not today.
Not today, sir.
Bro, what if this was all a feint? Like, what if this was all just like a tactic? Like, I'll fall over.
Might be. Maybe you're right. Oh. What happened? What happened?
He hit him in the underbelly.
Oh shit. I didn't even catch that.
Bro.
Dude, he got him. Oh,
he collapsed this other giraffe.
Dude, he
hard.
tricked him. He tricked him.
Bro, I'm wondering if this is not the first time.
I gotta see that hit. I gotta see it. Hang on.
Yeah, no, back it up, cause it's right here.
All right, yeah. So he does the thing where he ducks.
But the old bull ducks.
Dude, okay, I know you don't watch a lot,
And strikes a blow to his rival's underbelly.
Oh shit! He
you
did that
don't
with
watch a
his
lot of-
horns. He did that with his horn things.
Yeah, he like horned him up in the rib area. It looks like.
That's like in boxing when you get like that perfect gut shot type deal, like in the rib or something, like it don't take you out.
Okay, but like I said, you don't watch a lot of anime, but that was like an anime style
death.
Like
yeah,
like he just like totally slid right under your attack, and like popped you in the gut, and you died.
Dude, you couldn't have written that better.
Out for the count.
Dude, that giraffe is fucked up. Apparently,
Again, like
apparently Derek actually hates giraffes. He wants this to point out. So he said he hopes they both die. I think that is very cruel.
The old bull is victorious.
Because I hate a lot of animals, but giraffes, I don't know if they make my list of hated animals.
I don't hate them.
No, I don't hate them. I don't
They're
like
not
them
on
a
the
lot.
top.
No, they're not on the top. But
They're
yeah.
no tiger.
Yeah.
But only just.
He got fucked up.
Oh, he butt hit him good.
Yeah, you're gonna need some stitches.
Dude, what if this is not the first time this has happened to this giraffe?
And he has like an actual skill, like he knows what the deal is.
Yeah, like he does, like he lets them get a hit and then he goes down and he knows that the giraffe is gonna be drawn in by like instinct to go for this like back of the neck kill shot.
Yeah.
And he just knows to like duck it and then bonk them right in their like lungs and just knock them out. Like, what if he is, because he is a little smaller.
Yeah.
What if this is a tactic that he had to develop to keep his lady giraffes?
Yeah, dude, he's like, I'll fuck you up because I got all the hottest bitches, and you know, I learned some skillful little tactics and some, you know, I'll defend my bitches. Like,
what, dude? What if this giraffe
my right
has
to
like
giraffe fuck?
What if this giraffe has like a rap sheet, like a long, like he's
a badass motherfucker.
Like he's got like some like disrespectful like little giraffe name.
Yeah.
But don't fuck with him. He's killed like 5 other
Shorty
giraffes.
G. They call him Shorty G, and he's just like, yeah. Okay. We'll see.
And and they're like, bro, don't go for the kill shot. I'm telling you right now, don't go for it.
He's that guy, and everybody tells you don't mess with him. Like, I know he doesn't look like much, but just don't leave that one alone. And
nope.
Yeah, if you don't learn your lesson, he'll teach you one. Moving on to the next clip here, we got. Mike, you ever like a celebrity movie star type deal, and then it's not like, and then you just like realize like, oh, I don't like this person, and not necessarily for anything that they've like done, but just like, oh, I just think you're probably really obnoxious, like, or I just, does that ever happen to you?
I've seen like celebrities in roles where I'm like, oh, that person, like, they really did a good job, and then I've heard like just normal interviews and been like, ooh, you also sound like you, dude. I mean, again, we listen to a lot of it because of the other podcasts we listen to.
Sure.
But they have some guests on those podcasts where I'm like, oh, you were cool, but now that they're interviewing as a real person,
you don't
you're
like them. Yeah.
You're not like an appealing person.
It's that whole thing, right? Getting too close to people, like celebrities that you love and all that shit. I don't want to meet my heroes. Yeah, that whole deal, right? So, I used to really like Russell Brand. Once upon a time, I thought he was kind of insightful, and I thought he was just maybe intelligent. I've really turned my opinion on him. Now, what he's talking about in this particular interview is legitimate. This is from 2013, and but it just reminds me. It just kind of popped up in somehow like the internet video news cycle or whatever, right? And it just, like, I think I would have liked it then. This is from 2013. GQ Men of the Year. He gets awarded, like, this, whole...
Most handsome man or some shit.
Some shit. Like, it's called the Oracle Award, which he makes fun of. And I do respect, like, what he is saying, but he's still just, I don't know. He annoys me, I guess.
He comes off as a pretentious
dick.
But I guess that's now... Even now, he's apparently flip-flopped on that, and now he's back to being like a pious, humble guy.
See, yeah, I don't get it. Like, I feel like I think when I first started liking him, I thought it was almost like a joke. It was almost like self-parody, and he was more self-aware. But then I'm like, oh no, that's actually you. Like, that's like,
this isn't a put-on.
Yeah, and that's, I guess, what turned the tides with me. But check him out in this speech here from 2013, this award show.
It's not designed for sincerity, this environment. You realise we will struggle if we start bringing sincerity into the situation. Thank you for the Oracle Award, which to me sounds like something that has recently been made up. Like, don't sound like a legit award. Fuck, just Oracle Award, will you come?
Like, what he's saying is correct. But could he be any more smug about how clever am I with, like,
I just figured out that these awards are just like money generating machines, and you're just trying to get the biggest celebrities you can.
Right.
Thank you.
You're there, and you knew that before you went, and so that, makes you kind of a douchebag too.
Well, when I was a kid, it was a type of teletext. There were Oracle and CFAX. And they were reliable sources of information, so
Americans won't know what Oracle or teletext was, rather. Do you understand what teletext is?
Isn't it just news?
Well, so no, it was a thing that you got on your TV, and it still exists to this day. It was internet before the internet, and it was like a DOS programming thing that existed in the UK. You had CFAX, you had teletext. And they were part of, we'll have to get Mark to explain it in better detail, because Mark Hale's our good friend from the UK. He'll be able to explain it a little bit better. But with your remote control on your TV, you could navigate news pages with news stories and go up and down to like different things. It was internet before internet.
That's pretty dope, though.
Yeah, it was awesome.
To get news on demand.
Honestly, for the time, it was like a technology that was like super ahead of its time. So what he just said there, like Oracle was like kind of a version of it. Apparently, I don't remember that, but that's why he said that, and I just wanted to kind of fill in a blank. And I know that's untrue.
Very grateful to be considered in the same vein as that pixelated news source. Also glad to grace the stage where Boris Johnson has just made light of the use of chemical weapons in Syria, meaning that GQ can now stand for genocide quips. I mention that only to make this next comment a bit lighter, because if any of you that know a little bit about history and fashion will know that Hugo Boss made the uniforms for the Nazis. And the Nazis did have flaws, but, they did look fucking fantastic. Let's face it. While they were killing people on the basis of their religion and sexuality.
I understand what he's doing. He's putting it back on the whole thing, right?
No, you gave me an award, and now I'm gonna call you shit for being shit. And
Hugo,
why would you even accept the award? Why wouldn't you just say all this stuff on your own time, on your own social media?
Why would you even go, right? I don't know.
If this is what you think, why are you even there?
And again, Hugo Boss has actually made plenty of statements regarding the Nazi thing, and it's true. They did, but it's true. But obviously it's a much different company now than once upon a time that it was. And
you know what he should have done instead of making all the uniforms so fancy?
What?
Giving them winter boots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That would have fixed a lot of problems.
Heard about that.
Giving them a winter uniform. You designed them cool ass summer uniforms, but in the winter went into the war.
Forgot about that part. And you know what though too, what Russell Brand is saying here is actually correct in the sense that, man, they did look fucking good, right? Nazi uniforms.
Oh, I mean, they had superior uniforming. Their officers looked dope.
They look dope as fuck. Let's be real, man. Some of them leather jackets that fucking Hitler was rolling around in, I'm like, give me that.
Did you their trench? Their trench coat dusters were
I'll give you one of them. Yeah, see, I'll take that. Anyway, I wanted to play that just because I thought it was kind of I don't know. It's Russell
Once
Brand
again, Oh No Radio Show does not support racism or Nazis.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Walmart pulls toy cactus toy that toy cactus, sorry, that swears in Polish and sings about cocaine. Have you heard about this one?
This is a
Many
fun
people
cactus.
have started their holiday shopping already, and that includes families buying presents for their little ones.
One Brampton grandmother says she got quite a shock when a dancing cactus she bought sang a song with swear words and drug use. Pat Foran's got this one on Consumer Alert.
So first off, who are you buying for Christmas on Black Friday? A goddamn dancing cactus. Who are you buying that for? I don't know.
Is this a jokey gift?
Maybe. I don't know what
This is a
it
fun.
Thanks,
Is this
Nathan
a
and Michelle. This is
white
a strange
elephant
one.
gift?
The cactus is sold online as an educational toy and sings songs in 3 languages, but one song in Polish talks about doing cocaine, depression, and uses profanities. The grandmother who bought it said the toy should not be for sale.
So this is
Does she
supposed
speak
to
Polish?
be a singing cactus.
Okay.
Anya Tanner.
Look at the singing cat. It is cool looking. I like it.
That's a good looking cactus.
Yeah. I would like a singing cactus.
Brampton wanted to buy an educational toy for her granddaughter.
All right, educational toy. It's 20. Dancing cactus. I'm looking at the Walmart thing here.
$26. That's pretty good for an educational cactus.
$26. Doesn't say anything about educational in the product description.
It's a learning toy.
I guess it does say learning toy. You're right. Tongue learning toys. So it's probably teaching different languages or whatever.
Found this dancing cactus on Walmart's website, selling for about $26. She ordered it, and when it arrived, she decided to listen to the songs, one in English, Spanish, and Polish.
It just happens that I'm Polish.
Oh, shit. Okay, so she, English speaking, orders this thing to teach some Polish to her granddaughter or whatnot.
Bro, this is fake.
When I started listening to this
fake.
I don't know.
Song and I heard the words, I was in shock. I didn't know, what is this? Some kind of joke?
The song is by Polish rapper Sippies and has references to cocaine, drug abuse, suicide, and depression.
It's about taking 5 grams of cocaine and being alone. Something about he doesn't care. He lost the house already. There's nothing to live for. Very depressing song.
The cactus was sold months ago in Europe where other families noticed the lyrics. The Polish artist said he was unaware his song was being used and said he planned to take legal action against the Chinese manufacturer for using his song without permission.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
By the way,
of all the Polish songs they could choose, they chose the one that was full of suicide, cocaine, and all these drug references and shit.
But by the way, from what I know, alone with 5 grams of cocaine, I don't think that's depressing. From what I know about cokeheads, they love that.
As for Tanner, she wants a refund from Walmart and feels they shouldn't be selling the toy.
The store is swearing words and talking about cocaine. This is not what I ordered for Jessie.
CTV News reached out to Walmart, and a spokesperson told us these items are sold by a third-party seller on our marketplace website. We are removing the items while we look into this complaint further. That was a relief for Tanner.
I just don't want anybody to, before Christmas, to think, oh,
to get the cocaine cactus.
This is a great.
But wait, what about responsible adults? Why don't you just make them change the name that says cocaine cactus, Polish cocaine cactus, and then sell it to responsible adults?
Can you buy me one of these if you find it? Because I don't go in Walmarts. If you're ever in a Walmart and you see this, anybody out there,
the cactus cocaine?
I want the cactus cocaine, please. Like, give me cocaine cactus. Like, I want it.
You can go online, order it, and have the same thing happen.
And he sings about cocaine.
Yeah, some families may already have the dancing cactus toy, and if you don't...
What? It's just It should be in a Spencer's Gifts, and all would be well.
Yeah, I think this is just mislabeled. If they took off the part where it said learning toy,
yeah, you'd be fine.
Set.
You had a novelty product right there.
If you put in the tagline, "This cactus sings about cocaine," I bet you sell 200% more.
In fact, make more cactuses that dance like that sing vulgar shit, please, because I want to buy that.
Give me a line of them. Let me make them collector's items.
Speaking of, this is our last clip of the week, but I've got you a song called "Chow Down," and it's some pretty good gangster raps about about the Thanksgiving season for you, Mike. I think you'll like this. I think this is gonna be a hit, and you're gonna love it.
Hey, man, watch the way to pass.
Waistline connection.
You fat, bro.
Waistline connection. Yeah.
We gonna let them know. Can I let them know? Pass me that biscuit, bro. This grub is mine, yeah, get back. Don't reach in my plate, you might get smacked. I'm putting weight on, I'm a seafood don. Eating fish out the fish pond. Now my doctor tried to give me a plan. Diet tech and Z-span, you are not with that, man. Foods hold their breath. Cause I'm willing and I'm able to eat up everything at the buffet table. It's the big boy, the real McCoy, pass me an almond joy. And a Snicker and a Twix just for chocolate kicks. Chow down after I make this phone call. The Domino's delivery coming in for y'all. To pieces, please. Fresh don't freeze. Jalapeno squeeze. Tino G's. Parmesan cheese. Before any of the homies lose weight. Now, pass me another plate. And chow down when I come to your place. Chow down when I'm feeding my face. Chow down. Yeah, I'll take a seat with you. Chow down with the...
What do you think? I think it's pretty good.
That's fantastic. I'm down with that.
You're down with it? Yeah.
Chow down. Well, it's that beef eating, never spotted a beanie. The huskiest one in the clique who wanna see me as I grab my fork and let my belly hang. Waistline, can again, eat in vain. Run away before your plate's taken away by this F. Double O to the D to the SCA. Ain't no hiding it. I'm not related, simple and plain, which means I could care less about the skinny fools in this game. Stick figures get stuck up, beat up, keep you chained up until you reach the 300 weight limit. I'm serious. Killer Jenny Craig associate. I'm real with this. Talk the talk, I never walk. This my size, then I have to saw your whole neck off. Yeah, I'm platinum plate bound. That's where I'm headed. And yo, you best to show some respect when we start to chow down. When I come to your place, chow down. When I'm beating my face. Chow down. Yeah, I'll take a seat with you. Chow down. With the crew that wanna eat with you. Chow down. When we come to your place. Chow down. When we feed in our face. Chow down. Yeah, we take a seat with you. Chow down. With the crew that wanna eat with you. Let me tell you something. Fat fools make the world go round. So if you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 800 pounds, you go ahead and get down and take them little Mickey Fickies and make them chow down. Waistline connection. This food belongs to us. Chow down. When we come to your place. Chow down. Chow down.
I think it's this Big Red's theme song. That's probably...
She was chowing down on that dick.
Yes, she was. But, I think that...
If she could find it.
It's the Big Red connection over here on the radio
That is
show.
disgusting, by the way.
I know. There you go. There's that was the last clip. That's
You got the West Side.
Oh, by the way, 1997. So
that was made in 97.
That was made in 1997. Yep.
Oh, that's almost a quarter century old, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty good though, and I dug it. So anyway,
Shout out.
that was clever.
Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
Yeah, what do you think? How was that clips? Was that it was on par? Was that how did that rate on the clips scale? Like what you gonna give me, man? What you gonna give me on that?
That's an 8.3.
8.3?
Solid 8.3.
Oh man, that was lower than I thought. I thought I was at least gonna get an 8.5. I think you're being a little unkind. I mean, I had to pull that out, and I pulled that out in like an hour and a half without like no notice. Like man,
Listen.
that
Would you like to hear the? Would
maybe
you
it's
like
not
to
my
hear
finest
the?
work, but well, whatever.
Would you like to hear the Derek pre-rate?
Well,
6.2.
I don't think that's fair at all.
And Derek just gave it an 8.1.
Sorry, I got an audio issue. My bad. Hang on.
Derek gave you an 8.1.
8.1? That's it? Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can both get fucked. Come on, get it together. Anyway, I think it's time for break. As I
anyway,
fucking. Well, I'm just not happy. I'm gonna when we come back though. I know we've been going long, but when we come back, I wanna talk a little bit about umbrellas, Mikey. I got some thoughts.
Umbrellas?
I got some thoughts on umbrellas that need to be brought up. I'm also going to be playing you a tune that for some reason I've fallen in love with, and I'm gonna play it for you.
Don't infect me with your earworms, bro.
I might have to, and I want to talk about mudding.
Okay.
I want to talk about that when we get back. And maybe somebody will stop by for some news at the very tail end of the show. But that being said, it is time that we take a slight musical break. Yeah, we're gonna take a little few. What was it now? 9:55. Well, why don't we call it? What do you want 10 or you want 15, Mike? What do you want to do?
Man, just 10:05.
10:05 it is. Take a 10-minute break. And we'll be right back. Thank you for joining us on the Ono Radio Show. Of course, if you're listening on the podcast, we do this thing on Twitch live at twitch.tv/ONRS live. If you're listening on the twitch.tv, don't forget we got the podcast. It's over there at ONORadioshow.com or wherever you find your podcast. And as always, please give me money on Patreon, patreon.com/ONRS. What do we say when we get out of here for the first segment? Mike?
Full your dreams.
That's right. Fuck 'em.
We'll see you in 10.
to the Oh No Radio Show. This is the second segment where Mikey, I think things always get a little bit weird in the second segment, right? Oh, did I not unmute you? Where are you at? I don't think I unmuted you.
Did not. I do it myself. I'll do it myself.
Thank you. Sorry about that. But yeah, welcome back. We're here for the second segment. I gotta say, I been having a good couple days off the works, couple days, to chill. Planning my next vacation, Mikey. You got any vacations?
You and your fucking vacation.
I'm a vacationman. I like a good vacay. I think it's time we do another one. And you should do the vacations more yourself. Make you feel better about life.
Well, the cool thing about this job is that I haven't had for a while. At a year, I get a week of paid vacation.
Oh, a week?
Yeah, like a full out, like, boom.
Yeah, I just don't have any full-time jobs, so I just don't I don't do that. I just do.
You just tell them like, hey, I'm not available this week. Bye.
I'm just not gonna be there. And if you want me there, that's on you. Can I ask before we get started with the second segment, why do you still have it looks like a plate behind you sitting there?
I was eating my Thanksgiving leftovers.
That's your Thanksgiving leftover plate.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's acceptable.
I was eating dinner before the show.
Okay. I don't know about the couch placement. I don't know if we needed to see your leftover Thanksgiving plate, but I'll take it. It's okay.
I want people to know that I'm a person and not a robot. I eat food.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Okay. So, real quick before we go into anything else, so I'll make it short, but So my sister,
this is your shot. Yeah.
Okay. So my sister told us at the Thanksgiving that she's pregnant and
a baby really?
Yeah, she's gonna have a little. She's gonna have a baby.
I meant to say Burlero, but I said Burley. Is Tom been banging your sister? I don't know.
But I mean, and she had told us like 2 weeks ago. She called and told me, but it was like, hey man, keep it hush hush.
Yeah, down low.
And the funniest thing was normally when people are like, hey, guess what? I'm pregnant. I'm like, damn, that sucks. Because in my mind, that sucks.
Right.
But because it's my sister, I can't say that. And I thought it was funny because I didn't really have a response. I was like,
no.
Cool. Congrats. Cool.
Okay, so give us some background. Is your sis? She's not married,
No, she's married. She's been with the same person for like 14, 15 years.
All right, so
forever.
That's great. They're having a kid. That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good, man.
It was dope, and the good thing about it was everyone was just pestering her, so I got to kind of like skate through. Have a drink, come in real stony baloney, and just nibble, make some light small talk, and then try and get out of there.
I appreciate the way that you handled the situation. I think that maybe your sister's situation helped you in a way, and I wish her the best. You're gonna have a nephew. You're gonna have a niece. Do you know yet?
It's gonna be a niece. So far.
You got a little girl.
Well, I thought it was because when she said, she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna have a kid." I'm like, "Oh, well, how far along? Do you know like what it's gonna be?" She's like, "Oh yeah, there's apparently genetic testing you can do like right away, and just find out the sex."
Okay, I didn't know about that.
She's like, yeah, I've known for a little bit, like a couple weeks.
Weird. So this isn't your first nephew or niece, because you're.
Okay, so
biologically, maybe is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
My wife's sister has kids, so I have like some.
And your brother's got some like nieces. Adopted ones or something, right? Like he's got those.
He was with a girl for a really long time who had a kid.
That's not the case anymore.
But it's not his. Yeah, it's not his, and it's not the girl he's married to.
Gotcha. So this will be the first, like, the new generation of the Burleros, you know?
Yeah, and they're already starting it off bad with a girl. Like, what do you?
Well,
get a proper. Well, and she's not even a Burlero. She's a Stonewall.
See, I got lucky because my brother. Oh, that's true too. So you don't get to carry the name. See, my brother.
Our name is not. You should. After me,
just end it.
Honestly, you probably change my brother's last name.
Just
too.
end it. Yeah. We're
just,
done with it. Cut it off right here.
Well, I was like, well, I'm the obvious heir to this shithole throne. So I'm just not going to have any. And so then you got to put it on my little brother.
Well, and that's why I felt better about not having a kid myself, because my brother had 2 boys, you know, and a girl, you know. So it's like, well, I'm kind of off the hook. Like, the name's going to be carried on.
He batted all the bases.
Yeah. He nailed it.
He checked those boxes.
No, exactly.
The only thing I am kind of sad about is with my dad gone, like, I'm pretty sure he wanted to do the grandpa thing.
Yeah. Well,
so
yeah. And you know what? Like, I still, like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I bet me and Teresa would have, like, a really cool, like, interesting and good looking child if we were to have one. So I would be. I want to see it, but I don't want to, like, actually have to take care of it. You know?
Could we run like a simulator in that, like, runs at hyper time?
Yeah.
So that, like, you experience 18 years with this kid in like 2 or 3 hours.
I would do that.
All right, cool.
Like, I got
new idea, by the way. New idea.
That's I got my fill. You know, you know, you can't. I love you and all that. And then you just
and as soon as he hits 18, they give you the choice, like, kick your son out, let him stay for a couple more years through college, and then as soon as you pick that, it's like, thank you for playing.
Opposite Amish is in a weird way, right? Like, it's kind of opposite Amish.
You get to decide, and it takes it from right now, like with your life how it is right now.
Yeah. Well, let me give you some advice too, because, you know, this is going to be your first real niece and all that. I've got a niece and I've got 2 nephews, and they're all, like, you know, spread apart in age or whatnot. And I was actually out with dinner tonight with my brother and his niece, nephew, or my niece, nephews, his kids or whatever, and his wife and all that. And you know,
how old's the oldest one?
Oldest is 17.
Good God.
Yeah. Oldest is 17. We've got an 8th grader, so I forget how old that is.
That's like
he's in the middle one,
like
13.
13.
Yeah, 13, 14, somewhere in there.
Oh, nice awkward stage.
Yeah. Oh, super awkward stage. Yeah, he's a bit of an awkward kid, but he's coming into himself. I think, you know what's weird? It's like he's gonna probably be, like, really smart and actually super good looking. Like, I think, you know, as he gets older, it's just like how these next couple years, like, how he develops, and I'm very interested to see how that kind of happens.
That is the creepiest thing you've said all episode.
Well, I mean,
you've been talking about the attraction level of a lot of young people today.
I'm just saying that he's a good looking kid.
So what about the other 2? Are they fuggos?
No, my niece is man, she's actually, like, way too hot for our own good. Like, she's gonna be like she's a stunner. Like, she really is. She's beautiful. Like, she is. And you know, she's gonna make someone super happy one of these days. And then, like, the other one, he's like, I don't know, he's like 4 or 5. He's not got his full. I can't judge him yet. You know, like, he's still
too young, too blank.
Too blank. Yeah, too blank of a slate. But he's smart. Yeah, he's a smart kid. And the one thing that I was trying to impart is that you need to teach them very young that you are the fuck up uncle, right? And you need to teach them to not
nail that quick.
Not do what I do. Basically, just, you know, do everything the opposite of me. And that's what I tell them, like, because I smoke around the kids all the time. I like to blow it in their face for fun. And
fuck with him.
Yeah, just to fuck with it, like just to fuck with my brother and his wife and all that. So I do that.
No, dude, I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna be like, listen.
I tell them all the time. I'm like, smoking is so cool. You guys should try it. Like that's what you need to do. Is you need to try and get them like.
I'm gonna get her early and be like, listen,
as possible. Early.
I kind of fucked up with my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never gonna be like super great unless I win the lottery. I'm never gonna be super great. I can like tell you fun things and, you know, show you fun places to go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take you because I'm broke.
But
and I've
you can take me
been
when
broke.
you get old enough. You take me. And
you take me
out and I'll show you a good time. Like how.
Dude, the bad thing is I was thinking about it. Like, okay, so she has this kid next year.
Yeah. That's how it works.
I'm 36.
Yeah.
I'll be in my I'll be in my late 40s by the time this kid is even cool enough to like
hang out with. But that's a good age because I think you'll have salt and peppered by then. You know, you'll.
Bro, what if I'm still like thick? Brown?
What if you still haven't actually got your driver's license and still haven't got your car on the road by then? You know. Like,
what if? No, the weirder thing will be I'm still probably gonna be like. Smoking weed.
We're still gonna be doing this.
I might have quit drinking by then.
We're still gonna be doing this. You're gonna have a niece that's gonna come like sit in the studio, or we're gonna be, you know.
I've been doing it for like 15 years.
Yeah,
I'm like, clips.
Okay, clips. Yeah, say all the same songs are still there. It's,
no, I'm there like it's time to bring for.
Oh God.
It's time to bring forth the clips.
You know what I mean?
Roll the clips.
Get on with it. Yeah.
I was like, is it time to bring fire? You know, just do it.
Just do that part.
Clips.
Whatever. Yeah. What do you
think? I think it's good. I think it is going to be cool.
It is cool. And congratulations to your sister. It's another member of the not only your family but the family of Oh No in a weird way, weird twisted way,
I will say, not watching the kid.
No, don't volunteer for any of that.
Like you're not gonna send your kid to me when you're going on a cruise.
And you keep that thing as far away from your wife as possible. Janine does not need to be seeing this kid because she might get the fever, Like
I think she's pretty resolved in her not.
You say that, you say that though, but sometimes
Bro,
they see them. And
we're too old. We're too old to be doing that.
You could do it. I mean,
no, I ain't.
It's possible. You could.
I will have that. That will be my objection. I'll be like, nope. If that's what you want to do, you got to move on by yourself.
Okay, fair enough. Let's talk about umbrellas. Moving on. All right.
Okay. What do you? I'm gonna guess. What do you hate about umbrellas?
I don't hate them. I'm actually an umbrellaman, believe it or not.
You're a fan? You're a fan of the umbrella?
I have a very specific umbrella that goes to me to work when I'm working outside, and I will use the umbrella. And so I had this kind of epiphany, and I don't know where you stand on this. And I have to, preface it, is that, like I said, I'm an umbrella guy. I like using them. I think they do their job. There are people in this world that are completely anti-umbrellas. And
wait, how can you be anti-umbrella?
Well, let me tell you. I have discovered that mostly nerds don't like umbrellas. We're talking anime, Pokemon. We're talking, working at the 7-Eleven, we're talking that type. They don't like the umbrella.
They just get wet.
They just get wet, and they are fine with just getting wet. Now, previously, in my thought process, I'm like, well, are umbrellas nerdy? And if you use an umbrella, are you the nerd? But I've since come around on this, and yes, I think it is the nerds that are the anti-umbrella people.
All right. So my thoughts on umbrellas are there is a time and a place for an umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain rainstorms here in Florida that do not necessitate an umbrella.
You talking a light drizzle? like that
Yeah,
type of
a
thing.
light drizzle, you don't need an umbrella
No,
for.
you're absolutely right. If it's a light
now, you don't
drizzle,
go stand out in the rain, but if you got to transport from dry to dry.
Very happy you brought this up, because this is an important part of this, because the rain conditions for an umbrella have to be optimum here in Florida, because you do have too light of a drizzle to warrant an umbrella, but then
you look
have
like a P word.
Yep, but then you have too strong of a storm where an umbrella, first off, isn't going to do you any good, and actually might just like rip apart, because it's such a fierce thunderstorm and the winds are so strong that it just gets, absolutely destroyed. And you wish you wish you could have an umbrella, you can't.
I think sometimes people don't people get umbrellas that are way too small for the gauge of rain that we get here in Florida sometimes.
Yeah.
And you see people walking through these appropriate thunderstorms to have an umbrella, but they have the tiniest fucking umbrella where their pants are soaked.
Absolutely.
The only thing that's actually dry is like their head.
Well, Ty, if he was here, and he said this before, I believe, that umbrellas don't work for him because of his height. And he would have to have such a large umbrella that it's unpractical, that he can't have I'm a very average. I'm 5'10", right? So I've got a very average height, and I think with just being that height, I have I can't use a tiny umbrella, but I have one that's it has a double pop, and it's big enough. It's probably got if you're talking wingspan diameter or whatever, it's probably like a 3-foot diameter, right? But it collapses into a small amount. I find that I might get some ankle biters, I might get the bottom of my jeans a little bit wet or whatnot, but I'm not struggling to keep dry with this kind of, I think, standard size umbrella. But I understand the logic too. I think umbrellas for smaller people are better, right? Like midgets have umbrellas.
They're the best umbrella wielders because their height is they get probably maximum coverage. A Daniel Dennis probably gets solid coverage out of
I would think that he is a prime umbrella
guy.
user. But do you understand what I'm saying too with the nerdy factor is that you do kind of feel like a nerd when you pop up your umbrella.
Well,
but it depends on the rain, right? If it's a nice medium rain, it's a regular umbrella, it's like an English day, and it's just but it's not like crazy strong or whatever, but then I think umbrella rain, but I still feel nerdy popping it up. I think
so.
But I feel like it's even more nerdy to be the guy that's like, oh, I don't want to put up the umbrella, and he's all miserable with his Pokemon shirt up, and I guess fat dork sits in front of his computer screen, and that guy does not use umbrellas though. I've noticed that. I have noticed that is a thing.
So I think umbrellas are it can be emasculating in a sense, because you're like, whatever, it's just rain. You should be like, whatever, it's just rain.
Whatever, fuck it, it's rain. Yeah, if you're going with the punk rock mentality of it, right?
Fuck it, whatever, it's rain. That's why I wear this leather jacket, because the rain can't. But everyone knows that jacket is fake leather, and you get it wet, and
it's fucked anyway.
Trash.
Yeah. I used to love, I used to feel like a badass when it was lightly raining and I'd be smoking a cigarette without an umbrella and a leather jacket, walking just pissed off, smoking a cigarette in the rain. Smoking a cigarette in the rain, if you can pull it off, is actually kind of a badass move, in my opinion.
See, I have a Scotch guarded Dickies jacket that when it gets cold is super warm. But
with that.
It sucks because most of the jacket is the same material that I Scotch guarded. The hood is regular sweatpant material, so it's impractical to wear it out in the rain because the hoodie gets fucking soaked and the rest of the jacket is primarily dry. But I do feel kind of cool standing out in the
know what I'm
cold,
saying. Yeah,
in
yeah.
like the rain, smoking a cigarette. Like,
You understand the appeal of what I'm saying in that regard. Yeah,
dude. There were times at Tijuana where our dumpster lid would flop over and make just like an overhang on the back side of it. So when it would rain and be like just freezing cold in the rain, sit out under the dumpster overhang and just like, I always felt super cool then. And if you could find a bucket that wasn't wet and just like sit under the overhang, smoke your cigarette in your big jacket.
Nah, you don't sit. Nah, you don't sit. I
like this.
I'm a lean against the wall guy.
One foot up.
Yeah, I'll put my foot on the bucket. Like I'll Captain Morgan my bucket, and kind of maybe.
Oh, I thought you'd put a foot on the wall.
I could do that too. With the lean back if there's no bucket available. But yeah. I think we're on the same page. All right, so okay, umbrellas, for nerd. I can't say that. Nothing. For nerds or not, like.
I think they're for everybody.
All right,
but you definitely can look real nerdy in an umbrella.
But I mean, if you're going nerd or not, I'm going not. I'm going umbrella not. And
no, it's utility. It's utility, but you can look nerdly doing it.
You can. That's fair.
But Derek says umbrellas are classy as fuck. I think umbrellas are items for classy people.
Yes.
But there's definitely a lot of not classy people with umbrellas. I think umbrellas enhance an already classy person.
I would agree with that, especially if it's a nice umbrella. There are varying degrees of good quality umbrellas. And can I tell you something that I feel? I judge people with straight umbrella handles. I need a good old-fashioned curl. I want the curl on my umbrella handle. If I'm buying a nice umbrella, I want it to do the whoop, I want it to hook over me,
Dude,
I need a good hook on my umbrella.
My Sevi sells the little like pop up like small umbrellas.
Yeah.
But they've got like a brass knuckle.
Oh,
like not a real brass knuckle, but it
looks like a brass knuckle that you put your fingers through to hold it.
It's got like finger loops.
Oh,
I'm like, is this to bludgeon somebody with?
I kind of love that. Now
is this like a club in disguise, and I'm just gonna crack you with an umbrella club?
Pop. Oh man, yeah. I also don't like people, like, umbrella etiquette is kind of lost in this world. Like, people don't understand umbrella etiquette. They don't know how to, oh, maybe I should raise that as I go through something, like, or get near people so it doesn't hit people, and, like, things like that. Like, people are very...
No, they're just...
They'll whack you with their umbrellas. People have no umbrella etiquette, man.
And, dude, sometimes the little pins on the end of
they'll get you in the eye. They'll fucking take an eye out.
You could take one of those to the face and have a real bad day.
Absolutely. I've seen it happen. But anyway, that's my rant about umbrellas. I wanted to bring it up because I had an umbrella situation earlier in the week, and I was like, you know what? I think we need more umbrella talk on the Ono radio show.
Fair enough.
That's just what I'm saying.
Ever since the incident under the bridge, with me riding my bike, I've been looking at this where I got picked on. Called fat by some children,
by some little kids that were bullying you. Yeah.
Yes, I was getting bullied by teens.
Yeah. Look at that fatty. Like, they told you to get a bra or something, and
no, they just made fun of me and called me fat riding a bicycle. But I've been looking at this area, like this little under the bridge area.
Yeah.
And I kind of think that someone should get some equipment and play like a show, in the middle of late, play a show under the bridge, get some drop lights and shit like that.
All right. I know some people. We can maybe make this happen.
Also, I also want to do secret ceremonies.
Do the next Ono event there at the place under the bridge.
Bro, get like a DJ out there.
Yeah. Make it happen.
do an under the bridge rave. Now, see, it would suck because we'd have alcohol and weed there, and when the cops do finally bust it, then we're all going to jail.
We just gotta run fast.
Bro, it's you can't, if they close both ends off, you literally cannot escape.
Okay. So I'm gonna combine both of your problems and both all into one, and so I was gonna originally say, how can we make it so that we can do the, like something there underneath the bridge, but also get your revenge on the mean teens that bullied you. But I was thinking maybe like we egg them or we embarrass them, but no. We're gonna hold them hostage while we do the event, so that like we can escape. But then they will think that they were the ones that were causing all the chaos, because the police are going to be like, oh, look at you brat kid teens, and then we can sacrifice them, and then they get in trouble, and then we go ha ha ha, you stupid teens. Thanks.
Now I also want to do like
that's a good idea.
Also, like I said, I also want to do like secret society meetings right there, because it is kind of close to an apartment complex. And I feel like if you did the secret society, like you build a small campfire.
What's our secret society?
We get some cloaks, we get some robes. We could just pick like a random thing to dedicate ourselves to.
Well, kind of the green bean casserole crew, like or clique. Yeah, we could do it. We could
Order of the Casserole.
Yeah, the Order of the Casserole, and to get in, you gotta like present your new casserole like to the casserole gods. And you gotta like have a tasting, and we'll, I think that.
And we gotta we gotta like have some ceremonies and like, do some presenting in like a secret place under the bridge.
Yep.
Where I feel like we could get away with it, but it's also close enough to an apartment building where we might get like photographed a little bit. And then once the photographs get sent in, then we're kind of famous.
Well, now it's the intrigue that goes out with all of that, like, because what are they doing over
And then we
there?
we start doing it at random locations all around Orlando. I think we should do this anyways. Like, not even related to the bridge. Just start having like secret cloaked meetups.
I'm down for a good cloaked meetup. I haven't been to a good cloaked meetup in a while.
Dude, okay, so like
last one it was all in white, and I'm still hoping to do like different colors or something this time. Yeah.
The white robes usually tend to be a little off-putting.
Yeah.
Also, they get so dirty so quick.
They do. I've noticed that.
It's never worth the cleaning bill.
My white robes always getting dirty. I gotta wash it so much.
But I do think we should start doing like this, like so. We get a place where we can go into in like kind of near downtown.
Yeah.
And then we have people walk in with their robe. Like we have people walk up to the location and do the thing and go inside. Have them take off the robe, go back out into the city, and then re-robe somewhere else, and like have robe people walking into this place all night, so that people are like, what the f is going on here?
Yeah.
And like deny everyone into the place except for like the people we know and who are robed. Dude, this would be.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
I think it
primo. Yeah. Okay. So Mike, I got really into this song. I discovered a weird song, and I gotta see if you like it or you don't. And we might get dinged on this, with all the whatevers, but I'm kind of over that, and we'll deal with
that monster when it happens.
Exactly. So this is the Viagra Boys. That's the name of the band, Viagra Boys.
Okay.
And
fair enough.
And this is a song. It's called Sports. All right. So it's Viagra Boys Sports. I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? There is a music video, and I haven't actually seen the music video, so I might as well share it, on the thing while we talk.
Oh yeah, why not?
Why not? Just bring it over here, my YouTubes. We go ahead and do that and all that.
I'm a Viagra boy.
All right, so yeah, this is Viagra Boys Sports. Let me see what you think.
This is a 4-minute song.
Well, I don't know. I didn't think it was that long, but I guess so. Good drum beat, right?
Okay.
Look at that bass line, right? Oh, I love it. can be honest with you. I don't know why this appealed to me so much, but I've probably in like a day and a half listened to this song 100 times.
Jesus Christ.
Something like that. Like it's just like, I don't know what it is. Like, and I think I'm trying to work it out as well, because like there's a lot of commentary on, I think, like culture and like American popular culture and things like that, and that's maybe why I'm just like so obsessed with it. But it's there's something here. See if you get it. I don't know. Maybe I'm on my own, but here, I'll play it.
Okay.
Baseball, basketball, wiener dog, short shorts, cigarette, surfboard, ping pong, rugby ball, wiener dog, skiing down on the beach, sports, sports, sports.
First impressions.
I'm liking it so far.
Digging it? Okay.
It's like a nice driving little.
Yeah. Digging that like driving bass line, right? Yeah.
Yeah. The guy looks like he'd be a fun guy to hang around. He got hit with a ball, so obviously I'm already on his team because he's not afraid.
Yep. He's also singing this for our audio listeners only. He's singing this on a tennis
court.
Tennis court as a tennis match is happening. You know.
Yeah, and he's just got his mic, and he's got some cool like douche bro shades on, but
yeah.
He himself looks pretty fly.
Yeah, he does.
Covered in tattoos.
He's got some cool Adidas tracksuit pants on, you know, top off. Right. So you're in approval.
I'm feeling it so far. I'm feeling it so far. And he said wiener dog, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, he's comes up a couple times.
Naked girls, naked boys do the dance down on the beach.
Okay. Naked boys, naked girls
Smoking
doing
dope.
a dance on the beach. I like that.
Short shorts, cigarette. Getting high in the morning.
Okay.
Buying things off the internet. Sports. Sports. Sports.
Getting high in the morning. I mean, that's
I do like that.
That's cool.
I'm a fan.
Not answering calls. That was the next thing he said. Not answering calls. Doesn't like to answer calls.
Also a fan of that.
Right.
So far, he's 2 feet, batting 200.
Volleyball.
Fan.
Beach ball. Surfboard. Sports. Volleyball, cigarettes, wiener dog, down on the beach.
Down on the beach.
Can't argue with any of that. I can't argue with it.
All right. So, have you listened to any of their other music?
I have, and it's good.
Is it all like this though?
Sort of.
Okay, because
What?
in my mind, this looks and plays out like this is a bit. Like this is
I think so. I think it's got that vibe. But I mean, I'll play another track after this one. We'll see. I think it's good. I mean, even if it is a bit, who cares?
Just seems.
You think it seems too forced? Because I like it.
No, the thing is, I
really
like
good.
it, but this literally looks and sounds like what you would do if you were trying to make like a goof.
A goof. Yeah, well, it probably is, but they have plenty of other stuff. I mean, like, all right, so here's the one that's like off their like main page on
Okay.
YouTube or whatever. So. I just think they
if this is sports, the remix, I'm gonna be mad.
I just like sport. I think it's a good song. I like it.
It's a good song.
Yeah. What do we got here? What do we got going on? I haven't seen this video either. I know that I've heard this song. This guy's got swag too. This guy's got swag.
Fucks.
Yeah,
he does fuck.
This guy fucks.
Way down under the water, we don't have jobs. Yeah, we don't bother to pay our bills or go to work or get to places on time. Yeah, we just float around close to the bottom, looking for scrap metal and cans and bottles. We are content with laying on our backs.
I just looked them
All
up,
right,
by the
so
way.
they are a real band.
Yeah, they are.
That song, but you can like this is real. Like I get that they're a real band now, but for a second with that first song, I was like, are they having a go?
Yeah.
Like,
I see. I could see what you mean. I could see why you would say that. Where would you guess they are from?
This looks like it could be like Eastern Blocky, like maybe a Russia.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I know where they're from. I'll tell you in a sec. I'm just letting you guess.
But is it not U.S.?
Not U.S. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's like maybe a Russia. It looks Russian, or maybe he did have Muerte on his chest, so it could be a Spain or a Portugal, but not Portugal because they wouldn't say it. It's a Spain.
Yeah, that's true. So you're damn close. When you say kind of like Eastern Bloc, you know, but not quite. Little Swedish, and they're from Stockholm.
Oh.
They're from Stockholm.
They're a Northern European.
Yeah. It is good. I dig it. I don't know. It was something I wanted to share with the audience just because, like, hey, I don't know. It's not every day.
Ooh, puppies.
You get, obsessed with something on the random like that. And that was just me. And that was something that happened yesterday. And I'm like, you know what? I think I need to show the audience.
No, these guys sound cool.
Yeah, like, they're cool. So it's rare that we do that. But yeah, that was all I wanted to do. Think it's probably time we start wrapping things up. And one of the things before we do is I did need to ask you about mudding. What do you know about mudding, Mike?
Well, growing up in the fantastic city of Titusville, right to our north, we had Mims and Scottsmore, which are two very muddable locations from what I hear.
Yeah.
I was never invited because I was too nerdly to go hang out with the rednecky kids and go mudding.
All right, yeah.
But it existed, and
what is it?
I know that it's
I did
it's
it once.
driving.
I did it once with somebody that had a Jeep and wanted to go through some ponds and drive through ponds or something. Like I don't really what is the appeal to mudding? Why is the mudding a thing that is a thing?
So I don't think it's so much the mudding itself. I know that for some people it probably is because they're trying to show off their trucks and they built a truck that can go through.
Look at my badass shit type thing, you know?
Yeah, and I mean there are, I guess, progressively badder ass mud holes that at a certain point only certain trucks can go through, and some of those mud holes I would assume are like, hey, unless you've got like the baddest ass truck, you don't even go back where this trail goes because nobody can get through that mud hole.
Oh, so it's like hiking or like ski slopes or something like that. You got like
somewhat, but I do think that some of it is just a kind of a party. You get a bunch of people out there, you do your like mudding thing for like a little bit,
but it's more the tailgate type thing where they're just having fun drinking beer in the woods or whatever.
It's everybody who showed up in like maybe a smaller truck or like a truck that doesn't mud. Like maybe it's just like a regular truck.
Okay.
And it can go through like the little mud hole, but it's not going like to the back of the mud hole.
Would you be okay? So let's throw this out there to any listener, like, because I think I want to go to a mudding thing. Like that's me and you. Ono goes mudding. And we can record some stuff on our phones or something like that, as we go mudding. But I'd like someone that's a listener. Like, I'm sure somebody out there that listens is either a mudder guy or has connections to the mudding.
I think I could get that. I honestly think I know people back in Titusville who could get us to a mud, and we can
do a good old mud. A good old mutter?
Now, see, again, I think the problem, Owen, is going to be that you want to do the mudding. Yeah. I know you want to do that.
Yeah, I like that.
You don't want to do the hanging out afterwards because these people are...
Maybe I do, though. Maybe I want to do the hanging out with the mutters. I'll drink some beers. I'll drink some Bud Heavies with some mutters.
I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of... Let's Go Brandon, a lot of
methamphetamines as well, probably.
Let's make America great again.
That's make America mud again.
I want to make mud for the first time.
Let's do that. I don't know. That's mudding. It was on my thing.
Now, I think if we could control the group of muddies.
Oh, is that what they call them? Muddies? Is it mudders or muddies? I like mudders.
I think they're the mudders. I think if we could control the group that is going mudding, we would have a good time because we would get to do the mudding thing we want to do. And then we at least know the people well enough to be like, okay, cool. This is at least going to be a fun hangout after the mudding. But I've heard some of these things go late into the night.
I'm okay with that part. I just wonder, okay, so does mudding exist in every state in the United States? Like, is everybody everybody's got mudders?
Okay, so I would think in
every
most
state?
I would think that maybe not mudders, but the activity of driving your cars through a wilderness to go hang out is a commonality among all states.
Okay. Yes. Do they look at it like a sport? Like, is mudding
there's some sport to it because if you watch ESPN late enough at night and during the right season of the year,
do they have mudding?
They have like So it'll be like, now these are not like your average everyday truck. These are guys
No,
who
of course
purpose
not.
built
Yeah.
like mudding trucks.
Monster kind of mudding trucks, right? Like
they'll have like a big like 1/4-mile mud trench with like a big hole, like some little like
obstacles or whatever, right?
Basically mudding obstacles, and then these guys will take their shot at that course. I think even in like as much as like, you know, out in the Mims woods, I think there are probably mud holes where people are like, I don't think your truck can get through that mud hole, and then it turns into
then they talk shit against each other, and then they get into like, they see how deep your hole can get in type thing, and your truck can get in.
Can you get through the badass hole like at the back of the trail that nobody goes through? I don't think you can. And then you have to get towed out by a bunch of other rednecks.
Okay, who do you respect more? The people that are going through the swampy obstacle course with their mudding, or do you respect more the person that's got the vehicle like that is climbing like rock faces? You ever seen that where they do that? Because I think I'm a rock face guy, right?
Yeah.
Like that is cooler to me than the mudding guy, and not as dirty.
Well, I know that it's also a lot more. I feel like there's more precision to it. Like some of mudding is just getting as fast as you can get going to get into it and hopefully get towards more the outer bank of it.
It's more of a skill than power when it comes to the rock climbing thing. Like like
and you gotta be able to read the landscape, like know how far your truck or your SUV like pivot.
Oh, and they do it slow too. Sometimes they just like little bit at a time climbing up. Some of that shit, I get engrossed. Like I see those videos on Facebook or Instagram or something. I get it's so like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but you know, like
it's entrancing. Sometimes.
Yeah, and it has me on the edge of my seat. Like it's kind of like, oh, come on, no, don't, you know, like don't lean, you know, lean the other way or whatever. Yeah, it's fascinating. I kind of think it's cool, but anyway, that was one of the last things I wanted to kind of wrap up the show with, and I think when it comes to like mudding, I would say that there's probably like, what is the restaurant that most mudders go to on the reg? Are they Steak and Shakers? Are they Cracker Barrelers? Are they Taco Bellers? I don't know. All right, I don't know what maybe even the what's the attractiveness of the average mudder? Where do they fall into the fast food fuckable spectrum? I don't know. Either way, Mikey seems like he's gone, so it's just me. And I'm going to wrap up the show because it is that time. And we thank you very much for joining another episode of the Oh No Radio Show. And, we'll be back hopefully on, we'll be back on.
When are you guys coming back with me?
Oh, God damn it. I thought I heard you were coming, but Mike, told me. Well, Mike told me that you sent him a text message and that the show was going long and that we didn't really need you, but that's okay. How's it going over there? The one and only everybody.
Great.
Johnny Moonbags here. Johnny Moonbags. Yeah, you want to? Oh shit! I hit the wrong button. I am very, very sorry about that. And I'm clicking around to find the right place and finding your intro there, Johnny. So my apologies. But yeah, you're here. You're here. That's good.
I'm here.
That's good.
And I got an interesting story for you, Owen.
What? What happened to you? You never have interesting stories.
This interesting story is in the form of News One.
News One? Hang on. I wasn't prepared. I don't have your mute. Hang on here. That one? Is that one?
Now, News One with Johnny Moonbags. know you guys are running on, so I'll keep
It's
it brief.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, we got it. We got it.
But there's a fun guy in Clearwater today named Daniel.
Okay.
Who intentionally ran over a woman, and that's not even the most interesting part.
Well, that's not fun. That's not a fun news story. I don't want to hear about people running over people.
He ran over her, and when they pulled him out of the car to get him arrested, he was naked.
Naked man runs over people in a car. That's the story. Good.
Thursday in Brevard, Mr. Daniel was attempting some road rage, and when he stalked this woman back to a gas station, she got out of her car. He attempted to run her over.
You know, it's interesting that you're bringing up all these running people over types of things, and I heard some shit, the very tragic story that went on in old Wisconsin there, and as soon as I heard that, I thought about Ty. I'm not gonna lie, Johnny. I was like,
oh, the tall man got run over?
Well, no, I was thinking about Ty. I think, he's finally lost it with the cable company. He's
done running people over.
And he's not here tonight, so I just
Maybe he's in prison.
I mean, allegedly.
Well, he attempts some first-degree murder charges because apparently you can't run over people naked.
Ty did not kill anybody. I just want to make that very clear.
Very clear, very clear. And on to news 2.
News 2. And now it is time for news 2.
Well, that was a beautiful intro to news 2.
Thank you. I tried my best. Ty's not here, so I'm doing what I can for you.
Well, in Miami Beach, a horrendous, awful decision is being made.
Miami?
And, Owen, they like
Miami.
to party in Miami.
Yeah, they do.
You can buy alcohol till 5 a.m.
That's pretty baller.
Yeah. Well, the residents of Miami Beach say no more.
No.
Close it down at 2.
Oh, there go all prudes.
Yep. There's a referendum on the ballot, a little quickie ballot, that they might close down alcohol purchases at 2 instead of 5 in Miami Beach.
No, don't do it. Be cool, bro. Be cool.
Well, as an official Johnny Moonbag's stance, I say down with early prohibition.
I'm down with you, or I'm up with you on that, and I'm down with this current thing. Yep. Thank you for that update. I hadn't heard that, but come on, Miami. That's the only thing you've got going for you. Get it together.
That no, you're hot Latin women.
I like that part too. You're right. I like that part.
Well, let's get real quick on to news 3.
All right, let's do news 3. Hang on. And now, for news 3.
Oh, and you ever have those neighbors that really start decorating early?
I have, Johnny,
It's way too early.
But just give it a second, because I just realized something. I think this segment is about the only time that Ty contributes things to the show. I've just realized that as we're, I'm doing news 3. It seems like
Does he not talk much?
Well, he's always just lizarding around and stuff, with his camera flickering, and I don't know what he's doing over there in Wisconsin.
I heard his fans were worrying.
Maybe, but all I'm saying is that I've not really noticed him being gone, apart from the time when I have to do his intros. I mean, there's not been much of a difference, really. Anyway, yeah, Johnny, you were saying something, and I interrupted you.
Well, for news 3, those people that start way too early?
Decorating.
With the Christmas lights?
Yes, they're annoying, right? You gotta wait till after Thanksgiving. That's always been my perspective on the situation.
Well, an HOA in Tampa has decided to fine a homeowner for putting up their Christmas lights too early.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that, though. That's going to start some fights.
They said that it violates the agreement, and they're looking at $100 a day.
Whoa! Until they pull them down.
So they pull them down.
So when it was, did they say when their acceptable time to put up the Christmas lights was? What have they deemed as the day that you're allowed to put up the Christmas lights?
After Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving. Okay, I agree with this HOA. I feel like I'm on this committee.
The problem is this elderly man says that the only day the company was available to come out and put up his lights was that day.
Well,
and so now he's fighting.
Not my problem.
Saying that as an elderly gentleman, he's feeling he's being discriminated against.
Yeah, well,
because he's old.
You're a dumb old man. You shouldn't be putting your lights up too early. That's what I would say if I was that HOA president.
That's what the HOA is saying?
Yeah.
That's not our problem. You follow the rules or you get the fine.
Or you don't live here, bro. Like, you know the rules. These are the rules. Stick to the rules.
And the thing is,
Mr.
Said,
HOA
bud,
over here. Yeah, I'm team
You got to
HOA.
take them down, and then you got to put them back up. That's the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
And this could go up to $1,000.
I fully support it. Taxes asked. Let's put that in the HOA commission so that we can have a cool banquet at the clubhouse. You know,
for everyone but this early light motherfucker.
Exactly, on his dime, like, because he's early lighting. I don't need your early lighting in my community. We've all voted on it. You're not doing that. So you know what? You signed the agreement. You're in the HOA. You need to abide by the rules. Respect the rules of the HOA. This is what I'm saying.
I like the banquet idea, and I say that they put on the paper banquet starts at 6 o'clock, and then they start the banquet at like 5:45 anyways.
Yeah.
It's a double fuck you.
Yes, it's a double fuck you. I think that's the right way. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, thank you for the news. That was pretty fantastic.
Thank you for a quickie news.
No, that was some good news. And thank you, Johnny, for stopping in.
Muchas gracias, senors and senoritas.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the news with Johnny Moonbags. Our favorite news dude, coming in, popping in, giving us the important stories right as we end this show for the evening. But it's good, you know, having him pop in and doing a little update for us. I'm team HOA. I can't lie. Ooh. Mike, are you there? I don't think Mikey's there. Johnny might have taken his spot. Anyway.
Honestly, I think the number one podcast news guy in Orlando is Ross McCoy.
Yeah.
But
Johnny,
I think second
number
best
two
podcast newsman is Johnny Moonbags.
He is. He's number two. And you know what? I learned from a wrestling promo about CM Punk the other day. I'm going to make this short because I know you're not into the wrestling. But CM Punk is, of course, a very famous pro wrestler, and he is from Chicago. And he was talking about being number two in a lot of his professional wrestling life. And he's okay with being number two, Mike, because he comes from the second city, that being Chicago. Do you understand why they call it the second city?
Is it because it burnt down?
It is, and I didn't actually know that. I always thought it was just like, it's like maybe like a dig. Like it's, you've got New York, that's like the big, top dog, and then Chicago was second city because it was the second, right? Like I always thought that.
It was the second big city,
But you're absolutely right. It was the fact that it was, had the big Chicago fire or whatever, the Great Chicago Fire or whatever they call it. And they had to build on top of those ashes because the whole city built down, and that's why it is the second city. So I didn't know that. I didn't know that until the other day. I didn't know that until the other day.
Yeah, I knew there had been a fire, but I actually didn't know that they called it the second city. I mean, that's news to me.
Well, that's where the whole comedy troupe of Second City comes from, and that's why they call it that. Second City, it's all Chicago and all that. Yeah, all runs together, and I didn't know that either, and it is what it is. But
quick aside, Owen.
Sure.
I think I might with once I get driving it, I think I've been working on jokes, just writing things down more, because that's my big thing. Is like I think things are funny, and then I'm like, okay, cool, I'll remember that. And then when I get home, I'm like, I can't. So I think I'm gonna keep writing things down, work on some stuff, and then start hitting some open mics. I'd love for you
to do that, because I think you are very talented, and I think that you are super funny. I think that you could absolutely put an act together and do a wonderful job doing stand up. So I thoroughly encourage you with that, and that I'll have. The Ono Radio Show will have your full support, and we'll promote any date there or any appearance that you're going to be making in that process. And that being said, that's promotion some shit, and get the fuck out of here. It's been a long one for two motherfuckers that, quite frankly, we've been on a roller coaster of a Thanksgiving weekend, but we pulled it off, did we not, Mikey?
We did, and you know what? I think for such a good performance on this, you should go ahead and check out everything we do on Facebook. You can check us out, Ono Radio Show on Facebook. Look up our group. Come interact with us, man.
That's what we want.
That's where you can find the super elite secret group, Get Your Shit Together Moon.
Oh, it's probably the best and the most truthful group of all that's on Facebook in general. Like, we're telling the truth over there. And Get Your Shit Together Moon is probably the hottest group that's ever existed.
It's a white flame of just moon truths.
Well, someone needs to tell them. Someone needs to tell them, Mike.
Someone's got to say it, and you know what? It might as well be us.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can hear some other things we say over at patreon.com/ONRS.
Yeah.
All of our extra shows, all of our bonus content, all of the interviews with everyone from Oh No, plenty of conspiracy news, because we were doing conspiracy news before it was cool. Derek, Samantha. But you can check it out there. It's just throw us like $2. Or more. If you're feeling real generous, throw more. But again, if you're following us on Twitch, man, throw us some bits, throw us a sub, and make sure you hit the notifications so that every time we go live, you're hearing it too. Owen, did I hit everything? Oh, no, wait, one last thing. You can check me out on Twitch, Mike B, playing video games, twitch.tv/ONRS_Mike B. Check me out. I've been playing Apex. I'm going to start playing Ark again, taming some dinos. Owen.
And don't forget to leave us a voicemail over at the one and only phone number, which is 407-906-6466. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everything. Thank you for listening. OnoRadioshow.com, OnoMedia.com, OnoWrestling.com if you're into the graps. And for the evening, we will let you go. But what do we say when we get out of here, Mikey? Eat 'em,